All right, everyone, we have a very exciting review today. This is the last Toyota Sienna 2026 that I have to review. This is the Woodland Edition, and it's in the Cypress Green, and one of my customers is coming to pick it up today, so I wanted to get this done before they came and got it, but stay tuned. All right, everyone, I'm very excited to do my last Toyota Sienna review on the 2026 Woodland Edition, and look at how beautiful this Cypress Green color is, one of my favorite colors. The Woodland Edition comes standard with Electronic On-Demand all-wheel drive, additional ground clearance, a factory-installed tow hitch, roof rails, and you get a 1500-watt power inverter, all-weather protection, and several unique exterior details. Starting up front, the Woodland Edition has several darker exterior details that distinguish it from the trims such as the XLE Unlimited. You have the black grille, black exterior badging, a darker lower bumper treatment, and then you get the integrated wide-angle LED fog lights. The headlights, daytime running lights, taillights, and brake lights all use LED technology. The headlights also have automatic on and off functionality and work with Toyota's automatic high beam system. So unlike the aggressive styled XSE, the Woodland doesn't receive an entirely different sport front end with the sport tuned suspension. It's designed to be more subtle with darker accents and outdoor focused equipment. Plus it has a softer ride than the XSE. You also get the black badges on the outside with the Woodland badge. This one comes with the tow hitch, which has up to 3,500 towing capacity and these exclusive wheels. And the wheels are 18-inch, 6-spoke dark finished alloy wheels. This also comes with the roof rails and crossbars, and check out that side profile. So far, what do you think about the Sienna Woodland Edition? Do you like the Cypress Green? Because you cannot get this on the XSE. You also have the option of getting this in a few different colors. You can get it in ice cap, you can get it in midnight black, and cement. Now, right here on the key fob, you have your lock, you have your unlock, then you can open up the side doors, then you can push to open up the trunk, and then your panic button's here. And when you push the lock button 3 times, the remote start should work. You have smart key system on the door. As soon as you put your hand here, the door unlocks. You push this and it locks. Now right down here, there's instructions for your kick sensor. So all you gotta do is put your foot down here and then the door will open. Now you have a push button start right down here, and then you have a nice digital gauge cluster here in front of you. Let's start off on the left side over here. So you have your window lock for the back, the child lock for the windows. Then you have your lock and unlock. Then you can control your mirrors right here. And then you have your front windows and your back windows right there. This comes with 8-way power adjustable seat and lumbar support, which is really nice. Now right below the left side of the steering wheel, you have your traction control off, your automatic high beams, your power inverter for the back, your brightness for your digital gauge cluster, and then you can open up the gas right here, and then you can disable the power door. Right here on the left side of the steering wheel is all your light controls. On the right side's for your windshield wipers. And now let's talk about the steering wheel here. You have your back button right here, then you have your answer call button right there. And then all of these arrows are to control your digital gauge cluster in front of you, which you can do some personalized settings with it. You have 3 different pages. And then you have your volume down and up, and your voice to speak. Right side of the steering wheel, you have your gap adjust between you and the preceding vehicle, and then you have your lane change assist with steer assist. And right here, you can activate your cruise control for radar cruise, and then you can adjust the speed up and down, cancel it here, and then you have your different channels and stations right there. You have a nice upgraded audio multimedia screen right here with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and then here's where you can turn on the music or use the volume. Right here, you have the button for your heated seats, and then you have your adjuster for your temperature, and then your speed up and down for the fan. You can control the rear fans right here. You can sync both of these together, your different modes for where you want the air to flow. And then right down here, you have your auto. You can shut off the air, front defroster, rear defroster, your AC, circulate the air within the cabin, and then your direct airflow to occupied front seats. Right down here, you have a USB to charge some devices and a wireless charger. And then you also get 2 cup holders here, 2 cup holders here, and then you get some extra storage in there. Now right here on the shifter, you just pull it all the way down to put it in drive, and then you can put it in reverse. You have a nice backup camera right here. Now this also comes with the electronic parking brake, so when you put it in park, it automatically will engage. And then you have your brake hold function, your EV mode if you want to drive on just the electric portion, and then you have a couple different drive modes, which I'll show you right here on the digital gauge cluster. You can put it in sport, normal, or eco. Now let's check out the back. I'll show you how this is set up right here. Now this one doesn't have the bench. You can only get the bench in the XLE front wheel drive or the LE all wheel drive. Right here is the driver's seat. You have two USB-Cs right here, and then right down there you have a power inverter and two cup holders. Right down here, you can pull this lever to slide the seat forward and back. If you pull this up, the seat will fold in like this, and then you can push it forward. Now I do really like these armrests right here, and then right below here, you have something where you can put some cups. And then right over here, you have a window shade for the back where you can pull it all the way up as well. Now, what a lot of people don't know about the Sienna is that there's a power door button right here. You can open up this door, and then there is a cup holder down here. I've had a few of my YouTube subscribers ask me about cup holders. All right, so right down here, push this button, and it opens up, and let's check out the back. Right down here is where your seats stow down. It says Woodland right here. Let's pull this seat back so you can see how it looks here. It'll stow right in right there. And we'll do the same thing with this one. Right there. Stow it right down. And then you do have some storage right here. Now this normally would be for a bench seat, but the Woodland Edition doesn't come with it, but they still have this spare, this space right here. And then check out all the space that you have inside here. Now you do get cup holders over here, and you get some window shades in the third row as well. Now the right side has two USB-Cs, cup holders there, and then you have your power inverter right there. Right back here you have some instructions. You just push this to close it. And now let's hop back in the front because I want to show you the sunroof. All right, so actually before I show you the sunroof, you do have some garage door opener setups right here. And then right up here, you can open up these side doors and the trunk right here. You push this button right here, and then the sunroof opens. Now, a few minor details I want to show you here. You have power seats for your passengers right here. You do have some extra storage down here, and then there is something to charge your devices right there. Now, for those of you that were curious to see what the seats look like in the third row, I'll slide this forward just to give you guys an idea here. Now let's talk about the seats real fast. These are Softex trim seats. They're black, heated front seats with the seat back pockets. And again, 8-way power with lumbar, and then 4-way power for the passenger. Now, one thing to keep in mind about the Sienna second row seats, they are super long slide, which is very nice, but you cannot remove them or you cannot stow them underneath. Now, we're going to take this on a test drive here on the dealership lot, as I do all of my reviews. To keep in mind, when it comes to the fuel economy, you get 35 miles per gallon in the city, 36 on the highway, and you get 35 miles per gallon combined. Now, this comes with a 2.5 liter 4-cylinder engine paired with Toyota's hybrid system, and this pushes 245 combined horsepower. Now, keep in mind, again, this comes with the Electronic On-Demand all-wheel drive, so instead of using a conventional transfer case and drive shaft to power the rear wheels, the Sienna uses a separate electric motor at the rear axle. What's really nice is the hybrid system is covered for 8 years or 100,000 miles, while the hybrid battery is covered for 10 years, 150,000 miles, whichever comes first. This comes with Toyota Safety Sense 2.0, which include pre-collision system with pedestrian detection, full speed dynamic radar cruise control, lane departure alert with steer assist, lane tracing assist, automatic high beams, road sign assist, and much more. Now, when it comes to the test drive itself, I do got to say the Sienna is one of the best driving vehicles I've ever been in. And a lot of people that are subscribed to my channel have asked me, is the Sienna powerful enough? And for what kind of vehicle it is, that 245 combined horsepower has enough power for a normal family driving experience. And also keep in mind, you can switch it from different drive modes. You can put it in eco, you can put it in sport or normal drive. If you want to drive a little bit more aggressive, put it in sport as it adjusts the gear ratios. Now, who is the Toyota Sienna for? It's intended for someone who may regularly visit campsites, tow recreational equipment, or carry outdoor gear, or drive in poor weather but still wants the space, efficiency, and sliding doors of a minivan. Now let's talk about the pricing a little bit here. So the base MSRP of this is $51,600. This one comes with a few upgrades. So it comes with the mud guards, which are $160. You get the crossbars, which are $210. So total optional equipment is $370, bringing the MSRP to $53,565. Thanks so much for sticking around and watching this video. This finally completes all of my 2026 Toyota Sienna reviews, and let me know what you guys think. I have a buyer's guide on all the Siennas, and let me know what you think about the Woodland Edition. Would you guys go with this over the XSE? If you're a big Toyota fan, make sure to hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for our weekly Toyota podcast that we do, but stay tuned for the next video.